When I was little, I remember going to church every Sunday with my mom, my dad, and my brothers, and we weren't really the type to miss a sermon by Johnny Hunt just because we loved him. But all that stopped changing, or stopped happening when I was 5 and my parents got a divorce, and we just slowly stopped going and eventually just completely stopped. And when my parents got divorced, it was really hard on me because I was 5 and I didn't understand everything that was happening. All I knew is that my dad wasn't living at home anymore. It also hurt because me and my dad had a really strong relationship, and when and I loved hanging out with him. And even after the divorce, I would hang out with him all the time, and I'm a people pleaser, so I wanted him to be happy, and I thought he wasn't. And you could just kind of tell it on his face that he wasn't really happy until he found my stepmom, and that she made him really happy. But as I was trying to push him to be happy, I found that I wasn't being happy. I was actually really depressed, kind of. When they got married, my dad and stepmom and stepbrother moved into his house across the street from the church, and that's where we started going. And they all got saved and baptized around the same time, actually. And I was just like, well, dang. I mean, I feel left out. I want to be saved and baptized, so I have something to talk about. So I told my dad I want to be saved, and then during the next few weeks or so during VBS, I was baptized, and I was like, yeah, I'm baptized. But all I thought about it was, I'm going to heaven now. That's all that matters. And eventually I just started going back to my old ways. Soon after that, a lot of things happened, and something terrible for me happened. Me and my dad quit talking for about 2 years, and it was really tough on me. I went to my aunt's house the summer after we quit talking, and I remember asking her if I could move up there and live with her because I wanted to run away from all my problems in Georgia, and I thought North Carolina would be the perfect place. So I called my mom and I asked her if I could, and luckily, I'm thankful she said no because she's like everything for me. So when my aunt met up with my mom to drop me off, we stayed in a motel, and right when we walked into the door, I just burst into tears, and I was just like, why is this happening to me? I was shaking her and screaming, and I just didn't understand why I felt abandoned and felt just this hurt. And she just held me and said, Katie, you're not going through this to be hurt. You're going through this. God's bringing you through this to make you stronger. And at the time I didn't really want to believe it, but she was right. Then a little while down the road, me and my dad started talking again, so I was like, well, all that pain, it's good. I don't need to talk to him about it and stuff. And so I just pushed it away. And that was about 5 or 6 years ago when I started coming here. And then something happened and I quit coming. And then last May I came back, and in July my friend Preston was sharing about his relationship with his dad and him. And he said this one verse, and it was actually John 15:5, and it was the end, and it says, apart from me, you are nothing. And that just lingered on me. And I was like, wow, I wasn't saved, and I wasn't baptized. I'm still living a sinner's life. And so that night I gave myself to Christ. After that, everything changed from what before. I desired to read the Word. I desired to fellowship with other Christians. I desired to just learn so much about Christ and to walk with Him. I realized that I was not baptized before, and that my whole baptism didn't really mean a thing before. And so now I'm here today to be baptized for all the right reasons.